Hello, welcome to Fibertown. I'm Emily. I am Chain of Fools on Ravelry and Fibertown elsewhere, like Instagram, where this week I have put everything that I have been doing in knitting. So if you're watching this podcast, you may have already seen my stuff because I can't resist. It is October 16th, 2013, and you can find show notes on the blog. I haven't mentioned that in ages. It's /Fibertown with an re.blogspot.com. And yeah, you can find me there on the blog. You can find me on Hipcast, which is my hosting site. I've never gotten on Blip, and I guess it's a good thing because, oh, sorry, my hair. Now I would be scrambling probably to find a different host. So, and you can find me on iTunes. And if you feel like it, go over and leave me a star rating or a review. And do that for other podcasters too, because it makes our day. Okay, if I seem a little bit out of sorts, it's because I am. I accompanied my daughter's class on a field trip today, and it does take a lot out of you. We went to a farm, and we did a ton of, we hiked to a waterfall, and that's a lot of fifth graders. So anyway, we're home now, and so I'm recording at a weird time. There's people in the house. I've banished them to the rooms for the time being, so hopefully we won't get interrupted. So, banished in a good way, you know. Okay, so let's say some welcomes, and then let's do a giveaway. All right, so welcome to Inez N, who is Inez from Portugal. And welcome to Yellowbird Knits, who is Stacy. I have two people from Missouri. Stacy from Missouri, and Spinning Phoenix, who is Beth from Missouri. And one other lady who is Bella Ilia, who is Amber from Florida. Thanks for introducing yourselves in the thread. All right. Super awesome response to the Gourmet Stash giveaway. Sorry, I'm not going to take them out of their bag again. The Fibertown She's Crafty colorway, and Siren's Call combo for the Fixation Hat by Ann Weaver, which is amazing. And I love the color combinations you guys came up with from Kate's store, Gourmet Stash. Amazing. And I think she's got those kits up now, like a choose your own kit. Don't take my word for it, but if she doesn't have them up yet, she will soon. So I think you can make your own kit from a list of colorways. So fantastic prize, and I'm going to grab my random number generator. We had glare. Oh, come on. If I do like this, you can sort of see. 2 to 83. 83 entries. Yes, Alice, I know you want to come up, but people want to know who won, so I'll get you in a minute. Generate random number, which is 32. All right, I think that's on page 2. That would be, Nenito NYC. Sorry, I just figured that Ravatar out. Nanita NYC. I guess she's from New York. Nanita! She liked the teal and purple, so how perfect. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know if that's your real name. Let's see. Rebecca from New Jersey. So she said she liked the teal and purple, and she would add gray and black. So excellent, my dear. PM me on Ravelry. Congratulations, and give me your details, and I will mail those out. Very, very exciting. Okay. Oh, look who's here. Look who's here. She has an FO this week, which you might have seen on Instagram. This is Alice, if you've not met her before. She just had her dinner. She eats dinner at 4. Because she's like an old granny. So yeah, she has a new sweater, which is one of my show and tell. So I have some show and tell. I have whips. I have the alongs to talk about. Spinning. One little acquisition. And a pattern release. Yes, indeed. Alice, look over here. Stop looking outside. Don't kiss me. So I had hoped to get her new sweater on her. So while we have her, I've actually never attempted this unless she's on the floor, so we may not be successful. Alice has a new sweater. It is knit on US 8s, 7.5, is that 7.5? No, sorry. That's a 5 millimeter. And is that right? Yeah, no, 4.5. That's a 4. Okay, I don't know. It's a US 8. It's like a 4 or 5, or 4.5 or a 5. Pathetic today. And there's the little armholes. This is a custom-made sweater for Al. Yes, indeed. So you can see that I put the recipe I used, I made it up as I went along. Because she's so small, I didn't want to try some of these other sweater patterns and have it be a disaster. So I just tried it on as I went. She was very compliant. Used a lot of short rows because she has... I just cast on and did some ribbing. Then you can see I did some short rows here on the back. That's the belly side, but you can see where the back is a little bit longer. It's just so it would come over her rump area. Not covering, of course, because we don't want that. But, and then, let's see. She's got a teeny little waist, but then kapow, she's got this barrel chest. Kapow! So I did some increasing there. And then when I get up to the front of her chest, I did some more short rows right here to accommodate that sternum of hers. There we go. And then when I got up to the ribbing, it was flapping open a little bit too much, so I crocheted around the edge, and I still haven't woven in that last end. I crocheted around the edge and just tightened it up. And crocheting around neck holes is something I did on both of my FOs this week. So yeah, so that was a lovely, fast, I knit this in a day. Oh, and I did a little harness hole for her harness. I know, darling, hang on. She's like, oh, you're being so good. Don't eat it, though. Don't eat it. I actually haven't tried this on her in this particular direction. I don't know if it's gonna, here. I don't know if the little butt area, I know, chill. It's all right. Is gonna fit over her big chest. So, all right, get your arms out. Get your arms out. There you go. I usually do it bottom up. Yay! Totally works. Okay. Alice, you're so stylish. So yes, custom-made sweater in Noro, crayon, which is Japanese for crayon. Did you know that? You're gonna burp in the camera? Okay, so here she is. Stylish little girl. Alice, look. Dum da da dum. Of course, this is not laying right. Just a little girl. All right, so you go and run around in your sweater, okay? She really likes it. She doesn't fuss. I've had dogs that will try to roll around and get their sweater off before. And she's fine with it. And what am I wearing, you ask? This was my Pinktober 2012 knit. It's the Vitamin D by Heidi Kermeyer. And it's out of a wool silk blend, which is, I think, by Maple Creek Wools, which I got at my very first sheep and wool. And it's lovely. It smells like my grandma. I don't know why. The yarn smelled like my grandma. How could I not buy it? Okay, that was really random, sorry. I have another sweater. Oh my gosh, and again, with the neck thing not being woven in. This is my son's cardigan. Oh, here's the front. It's a little bit wrinkly. There's the pocket. There's the color work. I love how it all came out. I just noticed something. Look right there. There's a total gap in the color work. Okay, well, how did I not notice this until just now? What? All right, never mind. It's fine. It's fine. The arms blocked out very well as far as the color work goes. I'm very happy. It is big, but not too big, and there's definitely room to grow into it. I struggled with the neck hole. The first time I bound off, it was way too tight. Couldn't even get it on his head. So I ripped the bind off out and tried again with a think it's called the Russian bind off, where you basically knit two together through the back loop, or some sort of lace bind off. It's very stretchy. And that, you could definitely get it over his head, but it just flared out. So rather than bind off again, I just crocheted. That lovely little crochet will just tighten up the neck hole. And I tried to get him to come out here to model it, but he's having none of that. So I also noticed that I had dropped a stitch in the ribbing. So crocheting, I laddered it up and took the live stitch and crocheted into it and secured it that way as I was doing the tighten up with the crochet hook. So you can see, gives a nice little edge up top. And in general, I am super happy. I cannot believe, okay, that's my Amish mistake, right? That I forgot that. What really worked out well, and I don't know how this happened, but it looks great, is that right there. It's like a little mini O attached to that other O, and it's smack dab in the middle of his chest. So yay! So that is complete. There's one end to be woven in. The pocket looks great. I was inspired by the sweatshirt sweater, which is a free pattern from Purl Soho. Ends are woven in. It's all good, except for that one end. And he loves it. He loves it. It's Sirdar Country DK in those 3 colors. And I used the Ann Bud's Handy Book of Sweaters in order to get the numbers to do this pattern. And then I used some of the color work. Some of the color work I just made up. Most of it I took from Mastering Color Work by Melissa Leapman, I think. But this stuff here I just made up, and these little divots here I put in. But the exos and these little scallops I got from that book. So yay for knitting from your library. It works sometimes. That is it for show and tells, except for the pattern I'm going to show you later on. Let's talk whips. All right, in my pairs bag, I have my Pine Forest, and no, it's had nothing done to it, but I thought I'd show you anyway because it's been a while. The Pine Forest blanket, I can't remember the designer's name, but there it is. It's out of my hand-spun Kriya alpaca, and the alpaca's name was Hayes, and I processed this, I washed it and carded it and spun it into a 3-ply bulky. Got about 800 to 900 yards of it, and I'm almost halfway through my yarn stash for this, so I'm really hoping that I don't end up knitting like some weird looking square blanket, but whatever happens, happens. It'll be warm, it'll be pretty, even if it's not totally what I wanted. Excuse me. All right, the next 2 works in progress are new, brand new. And one of them is so brand new that this is all there is. A hot mess of wires and strings. Oh, and I forgot the ball band for this. Okay, this is Servinia. This is a pretty ancient stash that, the yarn store I got it at no longer exists. But I have 3 balls of this, and I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work up. It might be like a gradient. I'm not sure, but it's blacks, whites, and grays. And these are for my son. Again, what is up with him? He's getting all the knits lately. I just have 2 at a time, cuff down, 2 at a time magic loop on US 1.5s. These are my beloved Chowgoo red lace, my favorites. Although I do like the Carbon's DPNs. They're really awesome. So, but as far as circulars, red lace. So yeah, 2 at a time for those, and I think he's gonna get socks for Christmas, and so is my daughter. Oh, crud. Okay, I'm gonna have to get something. There are more acquisitions than I remembered. Sorry. I know where they are. I'll be right back. Atlas has still got her coat on. Hey, darling. Did you finish your dinner? Okay. Acquisitions. Okay. So that's that. The other work in progress is some hand spun. And this is going to be possibly the Party Mix by Julia Farwell Clay. I don't plan on finishing this anytime soon, but I have started to knit on it because this yarn is too beautiful to just be sitting in its basket. And I don't think the camera's doing it justice. But this is the front of the Party Mix sweater. It is a knitty pattern. Let's bring it back, yeah. And I'm knitting it on the biggish size, I'm starting with a larger size on bottom, and then I'll just decrease to a smaller size on the top, sort of modify it. It is hand spun, as I said. It's from Julie Spins. It is 50/50 Blueface Leicester and it's Tussa Silk, 50/50. So it's got a bit of a haze, it's got an amazing sheen, colors are spectacular. There's the back side, I don't know if you can see it. I love knitting this, I just love it. I love the little pops of brown you can see in here. There's periwinkle and plum and lilac and just plain old purple, and then there's this bronzy brown. It's spectacular stuff. So that'll be the front of the Party Mix. I knit this in like one evening and I haven't been able to touch it since. It's been busy around here. So yeah, so that will go over there. And let's move along to the alongs. We have two alongs. One hasn't started yet, but the herbaceous along is going full swing, and there are many FOs, amazing, beautiful socks. You all saw my short ones last week. You have till the end of October 31st, so if you'd still like to do a short one, you can totally do that. Here are the prizes. We've got some Lorna's Laces and some Camel Shop. These are both sock yarns. So I just wanted to show you guys the prizes again. You haven't seen them in a while. They're beautiful. This is amazing. All right, the other along is the Hero Along. So we have two Hals, basically. The Hero Along is going to start November 1st. So I think I'm going to make a decision this week about my yarns for that sweater. I'm going to go to Fiberspace. I've got a little outing planned, and I may or may not pick up some supplementary yarns for my Hero. We'll see. I've been wanting to get some shepherd's wool. It's from Stonehenge. It's from Michigan. It's a like Stonehenge wool mill, shepherd's wool. It's really nice stuff. So we'll see. I might get a skein or two of that for the yoke. Yeah, that knit along could be for the child size sweater or the adult, and there will be prizes, plural. So take a look, see if you want to join us for that. Got a few more weeks to plan for it. I have a wee bit of spinning. I know my thumb is much better now. And so I needed some color because last week we had a full week of torrential rain. Well, it was like 6 days, 5 or 6 days. It was dismal. So I had to spin, and I don't know, this is this is not an accurate color. This is so buttery looking on screen. It is much more sunshine yellow in real life. This is Jaune Bicyclette, or Bicyclette Jaune as it were, from Gourmet Stash, and her silk merino ponies. And I got about 50 yards of this one. I spun this on my wheel. Kate told me to attenuate, like to pre-draft, but just attenuate the ponies when I'm doing wheel spinning. And holy moly, she was right. I mean, just spun it so fast and so easy. And I love the pops of silk. I wonder if they're Mawada, like the silk hankies. You can see the white bits, the pops of silk. They were just, it's hard to tell because of the fineness of the carding, but I just loved it. So my Albers Cowl pony skein collection is growing, and man, I threw the yellow in there and bam, it's just the perfect addition to that pattern, to the color scheme. Makes the other colors like, wow, makes them pop. So I need to start spinning this one next. This is She's Crafty, Fiber Town. And I need to see how these spin up. These are amazing. Purple, purple. So that'll be next, and I think I might put this on my new Turkish spindle. Okay, to spinning. That's it, really. I've been able to spin a little bit, so I just needed to get some instant gratification done. And yeah, the poonies are it. Acquisitions. We're rolling right along. Oh. Medicelled. I loaned Patricia some of the things I had knit from her yarns at Shenandoah, and I said, just keep them and I'll get them from you next time I see you, which could be a while. But no, she had to send them back. So nice of her. And she sent me a couple of other little goodies, some soaps, some like hand embroidered napkins, and she sent my stuff back as well. But look what else was in the box. She's making pillows, couch cushions, and she has amazing, beautiful fabrics. And look at this. These are just, the color on this is amazing. And yes, I have a red family room, so this goes perfectly. This is handmade. The filling is 100% wool. So none of the fake like fiber fill stuff. It feels great. And it has the elasticity of wool. Smells great. Doesn't smell like sheep or anything. The outside is cotton or cotton polyester blend, so it's mostly natural stuff. It's just beautiful. And I think she's got those on her website. And I saw a ton at Shenandoah, and they were amazing. So thank you, Patricia. Lovely stuff. I have really nice friends, and one of my friends in Germany, I made a Milo for her daughter. I put in a request for some opal little prince. Der kleine Prinz, Le Petit Prince, and it's native in its original version. And you can see the elephant inside the snake there, and there's the little sheepy goat guy, and there's the fox. And there he is, the little prince on his planet. So I think these are going to be socks for my daughter for Christmas. But my friend Sarah also sent along this amazing skein of Drakenwool. Drakenwolle. Which is drakenwolle.com. Beautifulness. Oh my gosh, look at that. She knows me well. I like these colors a lot. You want to come back up? She also sent me some tea, some German tea. Yeah, and some needles she didn't want. Oh, come here, you. Yeah, we're all in our pink sweaters. It's Pinktober, y'all. Do you think this would count for Pinktober? It's pretty pink. Okay. Alice, I gotta put you down, baby, because we gotta talk pattern. Yes, indeed. Finally, my new sock pattern is gonna be released this weekend. It is my birthday on Saturday. Therefore, you all need a birthday present from me. And this pattern will be $3. However, I'm only giving a code for a free pattern to viewers of the podcast. So it is yours and yours alone. Somebody wants to come and join the group and watch the podcast and get the code, that is cool with me. But yeah, you have to be a member of the group because you guys are great. And one of the main reasons I've been doing this podcast is because I wanted in on this community because it's awesome. And sorry, that was the dog belch we did not need. And it's been wonderful, and I've gotten what I wanted. And anyway, here's a little something for you all. The code will be FT, like Fibertown, FTB Day, FTBDAY, FTB Day. And that will get you this pattern for free. And I'm hoping I can show you this successfully. This is called the Collywobbles. Collywobbles, not even Collywobbles sock. Collywobbles. This is out of Blue Moon Socks at Rock, lightweight in the Water Lilies colorway. And there's the other side. It has the bottom of the gusset heel, right there where it comes to the diamond. See if I can shove my sock in the camera, or my foot in the camera, because it really does look better on a foot. So when you have Collywobbles, oh, that's terrible. You have butterflies in your stomach. And to me, this stitch looks like butterflies. So I'm calling them the Collywobbles. It's got a heel flap, regular heel. Let me show you a better view of the bottom of the gusset. There it is, bottom of the foot gusset. So you've got this lovely pooling on the plain side in the bottom of the foot, striping pooling. But the Collywobbles pattern really breaks up variegation. And you get this lovely latticey look. So I love it. And my test knitters knit amazing socks. There's one in self-striping. I never imagined this pattern would work well for self-striping, but it does. And you will see, I will put those pictures on the pattern. Another one did it in her very own yarn, her hand-dyed yarn, and she has a shop, the Color Wheel. And oh my gosh, Silly Frou, you need this yarn. It's an amazing rainbow color way. It's just gorgeous. And the final sock was knit out of like an opaly kind of pattern. And it's beautiful too. They're all just amazing, unexpected. So I really love what this pattern does for all sorts of different yarns. But it's great for variegated. And what I like is that you've got this panel down the front, but the rest of it is very plain. I mean, it's just vanilla. So it's just the right amount of interest and spice to keep the knitting fun. Because that's when I'm not going to put out a pattern that I don't have fun knitting. Because to me, that's one of the top 2 things that a pattern has to have. It has to be beautiful, nice to look at, but the knitting has to be fun. There's no way around it. The knitting has to be fun. So I hope this one is fun for you guys. It was fun for me, and I'm definitely planning more of the same pattern. So yeah, this pattern will go live Friday or Saturday, just depending. And I've worked hard to format it in a way that is super easy to read, like it's a digital copy. So I've taken to heart some feedback that I've gotten about just organizing the pattern, and I've put all the essentials on one page, except for photographs. So I think it'll be very easy for folks to travel with, and the pattern is not hard to memorize. So yeah, and you can tell I knit these pretty short, but it looks great. All my test knitters did a very long leg, and I love them. I love them. So I hope you guys do too, and I hope you enjoy the free pattern. Let's see, it's going to be a busy weekend. Friday is my wedding anniversary. 17 years from the green card wedding, as we call it. We had 2 weddings. I married the same man twice in 2 different years. We got married the day before my birthday. We were living in Annapolis, Maryland, and we took the afternoon off work and walked to the courthouse. And then the next day was my birthday. And it really wasn't very well planned, but we just decided to do it, spur of the moment. We had our best friends there, we had my family there, and it just turned out, we had the whole big shebang wedding the following summer, but this particular anniversary, the first one, has unexpectedly turned out to be the meaningful one, the one we celebrate. The July one, it's no big deal. It's okay, But this one really is the one that is meaningful to us. So we will be going out, having a nice dinner date, and then the next day is my birthday, and I'm just going to hang out with friends and do a little yarn shopping this weekend. And then, of course, my brother's birthday is on the same day as mine. Yes, we were born 3 years apart on the same day. So growing up, I had to share my birthday with my brother. The people who really suffered in this equation were my parents, because they had to put on 2 parties most years. So yes, indeed, it's always a busy weekend and a good one. This year is not a sexy birthday like last year was. Last year we really partied it up. So, but this year will be good, and I'll get to go out with my honey and have some time. And then hopefully you all will get this pattern this weekend. And I hope you all enjoy it, and I hope you have a great week and you're enjoying what you're knitting, spinning. If you're going to Rhinebeck, I'm happy for you. I'm not jealous. I'm fine now. I know I'll watch the podcast when people come back and I'll be like, argh. But that's all good. I love seeing what people get. And I'm going to keep in mind I'm a lucky girl. And yeah. There's something I'm forgetting. And it's going to bug me. SSK. I got into SSK. Can I go to SSK? No, I cannot. Summer plans have become concrete that were not concrete 6 weeks ago. And they're good plans. And I will share more about that with you all, later on down the line. So, but I will not be going to Nashville. Boo-hoo. One of these days, if they keep doing that retreat, I will make it there. Okie dokie. So, best to all of you. Have a fantastic week, and I will see you in a week. Bye-bye. Take care.